A healthy lifestyle extends life by an additional 10 years without diseases such as cancer, heart disease, or diabetes. An American study found that a woman can enjoy an additional 10 years of life without cancer, heart disease, or type 2 diabetes, and a man can enjoy an additional 7 years of that kind of healthy life. The study, published by the British Medical Journal, said that to obtain these results, it is necessary to exercise regular fitness, not to excessive drinking, maintain a healthy weight, healthy diets and quit smoking. The study authors followed 111,000 people for more than 20 years. 5 countries where people live the longest. Why do women live longer than men? Lead researcher Frank Hu, from Harvard University, said the study sends a positive message to the public that they will not only live extra years, but also lead a better life by following a healthy lifestyle. What is a healthy lifestyle? At the age of 50, the cases included in the study were required to meet at least 4 out of 5 criteria: no smoking at all, a healthy, balanced diet, getting 30 minutes of moderate or vigorous activity daily, keep a BMI between 18.5 and 24.9, and not to drink excessive alcohol, so that it does not exceed a small glass of wine a day for women and a glass of beer for men. The study found that women who adhered to these criteria enjoyed, compared to others, more than 10 additional years without cancer, cardiovascular disease, or type 2 diabetes. And for men, those who met the standards had more than 7 additional years free of these diseases compared to the others. Why this difference between women and men? It may be due to the fact that women live longer than men. The study revealed that men and women who smoked more than 15 cigarettes a day, and obese men who had a BMI of more than 30, had a lower share of a disease-free life. Among the results that apply to both sexes is that adopting a healthy lifestyle not only reduces the risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes, but also improves the ability of men and women to resist in the event of any of these diseases. Why focus on these diseases? Cancer, blood vessel problems and type 2 diabetes are the 3 most common diseases in advanced age, and they are closely related to the lifestyle followed. Obesity, for example, is believed to be linked to 13 different types of cancer, including breast, intestinal, kidney, liver and esophagus cancers. According to the statistics of the Cancer Research Center in the United Kingdom, 4 out of 10 cases of the disease can be avoided by changing the lifestyle followed, such as reducing the amount of processed meat, increasing the amount of fiber and protecting the skin when exposed to the sun. Could other factors play a role? This study was broad and observational, so it was not necessary to ignore those factors related to lifestyle that are directly responsible for adding years of disease-free life. The study referred to other factors, such as family history, ethnic background, and age, all of which could affect the results of the study. Why do women live longer than men? Around the world, women have a life expectancy higher than that of men. The average life expectancy at birth for the world's population was 72 years in 2016, according to the World Health Organization. But when this average is broken down by gender, the women got 74 years and 2 months, while the men got 69 years and 8 months. According to the 2010 census in the United States, 53,364 people have crossed the 100-year mark. Of these, only 9,162 were men, compared to 44,202 women. Why, then, is the average age of women more than men? What gives them that superiority? Let's look at 3 reasons. 1. Genes. The death index currently includes information on 40 countries, including Sweden and France, since 1751 and 1816. But information on countries such as Japan and Russia has only been available since the mid-20th century. The database showed that every year in all countries, the average life expectancy of women exceeded men. And it seems that men are targeted from the start because of their genetic makeup. The embryos. Male fetuses die at a higher rate than female fetuses, says Professor David James, from Royal College London. One possible cause could be the role played by the sex-determining chromosomes. Women have an XX chromosome, while men have an XY, and these chromosomes contain genes. The X chromosomes contain many survival genes. David James told the BBC, "If you suffer from a genetic defect in the X chromosome, then as a woman you have a spare companion. Unlike men, they do not have this reserve." Male fetuses are 20 to 30% more likely to die in late pregnancy, says Lorna Harris, a professor at the University of Exeter. They are also 14% more likely to be born prematurely, and male babies are often larger. This makes them more likely to be injured during childbirth. And in the avian world, males have 2 copies of the X chromosome and live longer than females. 2. Hormones. In adolescence, boys and girls move into adulthood due to hormonal changes. Testosterone, the hormone that makes the body bigger and stronger, is responsible for most masculine characteristics, such as the deepening of the voice and the growth of chest hair. Male mortality rates rise during the high testosterone level, which occurs in late adolescence. Experts say this could be attributed to the men's indulging in high-risk activities such as fighting, cycling and cars at high speeds, as well as suicide. A few years ago, Korean researcher Han Nam Park analyzed the details of the records of the imperial court of the Chosun dynasty in Korea in the 19th century. The researcher examined details of the records of 81 eunuchs, that is, those whose testicles were removed before puberty. It was concluded that the eunuchs lived about 70 years as opposed to an average of 50 years for other men at court. Even 3 of these eunuchs celebrated their 100th birthday. Although other studies of other types of eunuchs have not shown such clear differences, in general it appears that humans, and animals, without testicles live longer. The estrogen hormone responsible for female sexual desire is viewed as an antioxidant, meaning that it counteracts toxic chemicals that stress cells. Animal experiments concluded that, unlike males, females with a lack of estrogen lived less than those without the same problem. Researchers in Spain presented a 2005 research study devoted to estrogen binding to genes associated with longevity, including those related to antioxidant enzymes. Estrogen also facilitates the removal of harmful cholesterol and thus provides some protection against heart disease. 3. Occupation and behavior. In conflict-affected settings, the average lifespan of males is shortening. But in areas where healthcare is scarce, some women die in childbirth. Factors such as smoking, alcohol consumption, and overeating may partly explain why the gender gap between the ages of the sexes varies from country to country. Russian men, for example, appear to be living up to 13 years less, partly because of excessive alcohol use. Longer lifespan but not healthier. But this superiority of women is not complete. Although women live longer, they suffer more diseases than men, especially at advanced ages. Women between 16 and 60 years of age tend to visit doctors more than men in the same age group in different countries. In Western societies, women visit doctors more, take more drugs, miss more work, and spend more days in hospitals than men do for health reasons, says Stephen Outstad and Kathleen E. Fisher of the University of Alabama. The researchers observed an increase in women facing physical difficulties in advanced stages of life than men in countries Bangladesh, China, Egypt, Guatemala, India, Indonesia, Jamaica, Malaysia, Mexico, the Philippines, Thailand, and Tunisia. The gap is healed. Recent studies indicate that the gender gap in life expectancy will narrow in the near future. A study by Imperial College London says the gap between females and males will be only 1 year and 9 months by 2030 in the UK. Newborns in the UK are expected to live 79 years and 2 months these days, compared to 82 years and 9 months for female births, according to the Office for National Statistics. Another study led by Professor Liz Maho at Cass Business School found that the ages of males and females will converge by 2032. The general decline in tobacco and alcohol consumption has benefited men more, because they tend to smoke and drink more alcohol than women, the British Guardian newspaper quoted Mayhew as saying. We have also taken great steps in terms of heart disease that is more prevalent among men than women. And in countries where road traffic deaths are low, this helps add more years to a man's life.
For any inquiries or questions, add your comment. And don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification to receive all new